Hello everyone. In this session, we'll discuss about constructor and constructor overloading. So first, open Eclipse, go to File, New, Project, Java Project, and here I'll use name constructor demo. Yes, and okay, it's already used. I'll give constructor demo one and click on Finish button. And here right click on constructor demo one and go to new Java project. Go to right click on constructor demo one and new, go to class, and here you can give class name. This is the class name, and what is that, project name and constructor name should be same. So I'll give constructor demo one. Okay, and select this checkbox public static void main and click on finish button. And here so now everything is ready. I'll just take a simple example for constructor, and here later I'll come to this main class. As you all know, this is the main class which has main method. And then here I'll give a class name, say uh, um, constructor okay, constructor. Okay, and then and here I'll use some function variable int a semicolon, int b semicolon, and then I'll use a function void sum, and here inside this I'll use uh, say for example, okay, int c is equal to, I'll perform addition operation a plus b semicolon, and here outside this method I have not initialized the variable a and b, right? So I'll create a constructor now. How to create constructor? What is the class name? Constructor, right? So copy this and paste it here. Means what? Constructor name and class name should be same. Okay, and so we had to use parenthesis for constructor and open bracket, and this is what the constructor block. Okay, inside this constructor block I'll initialize the variables. So here I'll use um, constructor constructor block. Yes, and here I'll initialize the variable. Yes, so a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Yes, and here so I have not called the method now, so I have not printed the result here. So I'll use this out, and inside this result of addition is equal to, and here plus I'll use concatenation operator and print the answer is C, right? So now I have not called the method sum now. Okay, if I just execute this I won't get any output here. Okay, so because I haven't called any I haven't called the method sum. Yes, so how to call the method now? What is the method name? Sum is the method name. So here I'll call this method sum. How to call? uh, so I had to create the object of constructor class. So this is constructor class name, and so how to create the object now? Constructor first class name space obj1 is equal to new, and constructor same, again give the same constructor class name and bracket semicolon, and using this object obj1 I can access the method sum. Why am I creating the object? Because why am I creating this object? Because this is non-static method. So sum is what? Non-static static method. To access non-static method, you had to create the object. So this is what? Object creation. Object creation means what? When I create this object, yes, copy of this entire class will be created. Copy of this class will be created, and this particular object will have all these methods. Means what, using these objects we can access all these members, that is a, b, constructor, and also the sum method. Okay, so obj1 dot sum method yes, and semicolon. Now the method is called. Now click on run button. So what is the answer? The answer is result of addition constructor. First, as soon as you create the object, okay, first point, as soon as you create the object, constructor block gets executed. This is the constructor block gets executed. Yes, and constructor name and class name should be same. Constructors are used to initialize the variables. Here variables are a and b that are initialized to 10 and 20, and it does not have any constructor block. Constructor does not have any return type, should not have any return type. Means what, void, int, char, you shouldn't use those what is that, primitive data types. Here those are primitive data types, right, int, char and all. So you shouldn't use those data types before constructor name. And it's a specialized method. Okay, it's a specialized method. Constructor block is a specialized method used to initialize the variable, okay, or the objects. And here constructor overloading. Now, so what is constructor overloading? So here we have only one constructor block. I can have multiple constructor block with the same name. Constructor name should be same name I had to use now. But here instead of since I already have this is called as no argument constructor, because this is called as no argument constructor, because it does not have, if you see this parenthesis, it does not have any parameters inside this, right? So now I cannot create the same constructor block here. I should have returns, I should have some parameter inside this parenthesis, so that we can have, what's that, it will not get confused. Compiler will not get confused if I don't use any parameters again. So it's showing error, duplicate method constructor in type constructor. So that is why I had to pass some arguments inside this constructor. I'll use int c comma int, okay, you can use okay, int c comma int b, yes, and here I'll use a is equal to c semicolon, b is equal to d semicolon. Yes, now this is what a and b are initialized to c and d now. So now I had to call this I have to use this constructor block. This is called as parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor, yes. This is it's also called as non-parameterized constructor or no argument constructor, one and the same. Yes, and how to call this now? I'll call the same method now, obj. I'll create one more object. So I'll copy this. Next I'll paste it here, and this is object 2. I had to change the object name now. I cannot have same objects here. This is a second object. One more copy is created, one more copy of the constructor class is created, that is object obj. Using this object obj2 dot some method. Yes, and now I had to pass some parameters. Okay, so since I'm using that, I have to pass some parameters now. What is the parameter? 10 comma 20. When I use 10 comma 20, then what will happen? This particular constructor block will get executed if I don't pass any parameters here. In case if I don't pass any parameters, sorry, I have to use, sorry, not here, not here, here inside this parenthesis I have to use 30 comma, I'll use 30 comma 40 instead of 10 comma 20, because 10 20 is already used here. So I'm using 30 40. So now what will happen as soon as this constructor block what is the constructor is or the object is created, this particular constructor block will get executed. Okay, so if I don't pass any parameters, what will happen? Obviously this constructor block will get executed. This is called as constructor overloading, because means what, constructor overloading means what, say, multiple constructors, but differs in number of arguments. Here we don't have any arguments, okay, no arguments, and here we have two arguments, and you can also have one argument. Okay, so so now if I execute this, what is the output? We'll see now. So constructor block, result of addition 30, again result of addition 70, because this constructor block gets executed. Means what, here I'll use I'll write sys out, and inside this double quote I'll just copy this parameterized constructor and I'll paste it here, and let us execute the same thing again. First First one is what? Constructor block, that is what? No argument constructor. This is no argument of non-parameterized constructor, and this is the result of that. And this is parameterized constructor block will get executed, and then this is the result. So next we will this is what? Constructor and constructor overloading. Hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. And also, and I forgot to tell this, here instead of int c and int d, you can also use float here. Okay, so I'll make use of sorry, float or double also. I'll use double. You can use double also. Means what? Differs in types. Okay, it differs in types. So yeah, since I have used double here, okay, but here int it's declared as int, so you have to change it to double again. Yes, now it's fine. So everything is correct, and then result, in result also you had to change it to double, because c is what? Since b is double, you had to declare c as double. Yes, so this is also fine. Okay, if I execute this, we will get uh, 0.0. So here we are getting 0.0 because it is declared as double, right? C is declared as double, and also b is declared as double. So when you perform addition operation for a integer, if you add integer value and double value, the result will be double values. That's all. Hope you understood about constructor overloading and constructors. If you have any doubts, you can comment below, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Music Plus Education. Thank you so much.